Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing 100 darts at 20s. I'll explain my reasons for that very shortly. But before I do get into it, please remember there is still a competition active. It's to win some items from the Straight to the Point Darts mystery box. It'll be in the card at the beginning and it'll be in the recommended viewing video at the end of this one. So I'll get these 3 darts out of the way and then I'm going to explain my logic for doing this video today. That'd have been a nice start. You may remember, you may not remember, when I was home in the UK, the first 2 weeks, I was busy doing things, I wasn't at home much, and my game regressed. And I did this then. Oh, come on. I did this video for the exact same reasons. I knew I had regressed and I think I got 66 in one of them. Not like me that at all. I'm pretty confident, say I'm steady, 80 plus, an average, high 80s, low 90s. And then over the next 5 weeks I was at home, I was actually getting, I got 100, I got a few high 90s, very happy. I felt I'd achieved something. And I had, because I'd finally broken 100 on camera. Oh, come on. Which, as you know, it plagued me for a long time. But then, just as I got hot, which was maybe 10 days before I came back, I went to see Daniel. We did some coaching at Straight to the Point Darts headquarters, which very interesting place to finally see. The changes we made, I was not able to give 100% to them because it was maybe 5 days, 6 days before I flew back. And for that reason, when I was playing darts, so we had the session on the Saturday, and I think probably that Saturday was the last time I was fully 100% engaged in darts, and it was my sole focus. After that, things with family started to come up. I wanted to make sure I spent that last bit of time wisely and just doing things. And when I was playing darts, my mind would often be elsewhere. So a combination of doing the session when I did, which definitely benefited me, but flying back and then having a few days off the board, I've gone backwards. So this is me trying to find that throw or just recalibrate and get back to where I was. So with that in mind, the target for this video is 85. I would love to get 70 out of 100 in the 20s, but seeing I've already missed 6, that is going to be tricky. The thing I'm struggling at the minute is it's the positioning of my elbow. You may have noticed it on those 2 of those throws. It was a bit more angle. I need to be more like that and then draw straight. There we go. But the problem is it feels like it's putting a bit too much pressure on my shoulder. So it's all about just finding that right position at the minute for me. Oh, that was a bad release. Oh, no. So yeah, I've got 2 weeks where I've got a bit of work to do, but not much. So yeah, I will be playing lots of darts. I'm trying to get my eye back in. And just see how we go. But I want the player I want to be right now. Now I can know I can do this. I'm not bothered about getting 100 points anymore. I'm more bothered about 70 straight darts. That's what I want, because if you're getting 70 straight darts, you're going to be pushing a 60 average. You're going to think you're going to get more trebles. You might have days where you don't hit a treble, but you're still getting 70 straight darts. And eventually, that scoring will come, which is what I want. Oh, elbow was all over the place. This is what I mean. That throw there highlighted it for you. This is what I'm dealing with. My hand-eye coordination's taking over. So I'm pitching up like that. My elbow is actually under the 17. It should not be like that. It should be like that. So my elbow should be actually same thing, but it should be under the 19. Because when it's under the 19, if I draw back to my mouth, I flick forward straight. If it's under the 17 and I draw back to my mouth and I flick forward, it's going in the 5. And that is what you saw there. That's 3. Okay, that first one was a bit wild, but we're going to take it, aren't we? We're going to take it. That is what I need to do. And look how straight they were. They were just in a vertical line. That's what I want. But the issue I've got is when I'm drawing back here, my brain and my eyes are telling my hand, no, you're wrong. So I'm going from being in this position to then twisting a little bit and moving the elbow. So that's what I'm playing against. And then you go back to that. So you can see the issues I'm having here. It's something I know I can do because I have done it, but I've not done it for more than a few darts in a row. Oh, that was terrible throw. The drawback as well. I'm struggling on getting it back that bit fair. It's probably an inch. I'm not drawing back. Oh, that'll do that. And that's probably causing me a lot of the issues because I know when I do it myself and I say to myself, keep going and then go. Knowing it and doing it are two different things, aren't they? See, I did it again, that went short. That was better, but it didn't go straight. Oh. Well, we're on 44 halfway. Well, we're on target for the points, but not the percentage I want. So yeah, and the other thing as well is like me and Daniel had the coaching, but because I was then coming back and then something came up for him, we couldn't quite squeeze in a follow-up session online. So should be doing that tomorrow. So this also serves an additional purpose of, oh, do not get a 180 now. Oh, it serves the additional purpose of me actually saying out aloud what's wrong, because then it's easier to remember, isn't it? Okay, them last two felt much better on the draw. Much better on the draw. Oh, come on, no. Oof. What's the damage right now? 37 left. Missed 25. Right, we're on 57. Do you know what? I'm not out of the reaches of a 90 here. Come on. Oh, that first start as well was so good. Darts 1 and 2 there felt so easy to throw. Dart 3, I tensed up a bit. Oh, that was terrible. Got lazy. Short draw. Okay, 2 points. That'll keeps it plodding along. But to say I've nearly missed as many darts as I've hit at a single is pretty worrying. I've hit 43 so far. 43 darts in the 20s so far. Oh, come on, get the elbow right. Ah! Really struggling with that. Really struggling. I actually received an odd email today. So someone messaged me on the email and they found the channel, but they're actually in China and they was asking for help, and I was more than happy to help. So yeah, that hadn't happened before. That's the first time that had happened. Someone here had asked me for where do you buy your equipment from and whatnot, because you can't just go out walking here and find darts equipment. You have to go to either a venue, which are in very short supply, or know who to buy from online. And sometimes online sellers, like anywhere, can be very misleading. But there's a few here that I really like, so recommended them, had a bit of a chat. Right, I'm still on for a 90 even with all these bad darts. Come on. Oh, short draw, has it gone in? No. This has gone better than I thought. That was a nice dart. That last one was a terrible dart because if you didn't see it, my forearm was completely different, but I've got away with it. 10 left. Was that another ton? No, it's just a 60, but it's another 60. Broken 80. Broken 80. The thing is, I'm where I want to be, but I've not hit the amount of singles I normally hit. And I'm also a couple of trebles short. So to say, I've got 82. That ain't too bad. It gives me what I want. Right. Okay, that's a single, so I'll put that on. Okay, so just a single there. So 83, I think. Yeah, 83. 40 misses out of 100, so I've only hit 60%. So I've missed 10 extra darts to the best one I did at home. And that is definitely 3 or 4 trebles light. And it is also 3 or 4 singles light, without a doubt. There's, let's be generous and say it was 5 trebles and 5 singles. That's 20 points. That's 103. So it's there. I just need to get that consistency back, and flying back's come at the worst time. I think it really has. But got a session with the man tomorrow. Hopefully this will put the things in my head. I'm going to write it down, make a few notes, and then can get cracking on that. But now I'm going to do 3 at the bull, and then I'm going to start editing the throw analysis video. But that'll take me a few days to put together. My elbow. elbows over. Right, let's get this elbow right. Last one. Drop. I want to be drawing back here. I've been drawing here. I want to be drawing. Couldn't do it. Anyway, that's been me doing 100 darts, resetting myself. I'm a bit happier than I expected actually with that. So we'll end there for today. And as always, remember to throw first.